DSM Living with Wendy Wen, Melanie Hall, and Sharon Rooney.
Good morning and welcome to DSM Living. I'm Sharon Rooney. Kitchen remodels don't have to be budget breakers. Grand Homes and Renovations' Carrie Norris takes us to this beautiful kitchen remodel where the features and functionality brought new life to the home, but the footprint stayed the same.
Want to keep your ride running at its best? Ron the Car Guy shows us how. Coming up, we have a remodel from Helen Construction that has great entertaining spaces.
It's time for your furnace to step up, so go ahead and step on in to the Home Depot.
You have to try my Special K oven fried chicken.
We're gonna head on to a home in Urbandale that was remodeled by Kaufman Construction. Go from to Coming up, I'm gonna show you how to personalize your home decor.
Carrie Norris of Grand Homes and Renovations has invited us to a kitchen remodel in Runnels. Now this home, the kitchen footprint functioned fine for the family, but they wanted something new and they wanted to update and freshen up the space and hired you.
Yeah, when we started working with them, they wanted a very good timeless look. They already had white cabinets, but they were just worn, they were tired. So they wanted to stay with the white cabinets. It was also time to make a few upgrades and finishes such as granite and having an undermount sink as well as a slate tile floor.
Now let's talk about the window too, because that is something that you did change. They have a beautiful setting here and this was a wonderful idea.
Yeah, you know, they had a tiny window in this beautiful backyard. I think the window for us is a real wow factor in this project.
It is. It's a great idea, and everything that you did, the trim detail draws the eye up and it matches the crown molding around. Carrie, what kind of thought process do you go through when you help homeowners with cabinetry selection?
Well, you know, a lot of times people will come to us with magazine pictures and things from the internet that they see and they really like. You know, I always encourage people to find one thing that you really love or one thing that you want to incorporate in your kitchen and then build off of that. For them, right up front, it was painted cabinetry. This is a painted maple. It's real wood. It holds that timeless look that they wanted. The laminate that they had before was more of a harder surface, more of a contemporary style door that really didn't fit the period of the house.
It's important for our cabinetry to look great, but it also needs to function well too.
Oh, you know what? You can make any kitchen look good. It's how it functions for the homeowner that is the most important part. The homeowner had a great idea. She wanted to incorporate the cabinet doors on this already existing pantry. Again, just to bring the timeless look over to this side of the kitchen. The doors open up and it's really the same interior that was before, just freshened up and works great.
Well, the kitchen truly is the heart of the home, and as a remodeler, I know that you work with the homeowners to make sure that the kitchen spaces function exactly how they want them to.
Yeah, you know, there's so many times where people bring us into homes and they want us to remove the desks, but they just really wanted to keep the desk here. It was really functional for them, and frankly, you know, in today's society, we're bringing laptops into kitchens and bringing in, you know, all the school papers and everything, and they don't have a mudroom. So this is kind of their drop zone.
It looks wonderful. And down here, you have another nice architectural detail.
Yeah, again, homeowner idea, great idea. She wanted to be able to display and bring some color into her kitchen.
Carrie, I'm sure there are viewers watching who might be on the fence. Should we move? Should we remodel? And what kind of advice do you give them?
Give us a call. You know, we don't charge for our time. We don't charge you to come out, take a look at your project, take a look at your house, your location. You know, speaking of location, this was perfect. I mean, their view, their yard, they're so close to the bypass. I mean, this is a sensible remodel. They'll definitely get their money back out of this.
Okay, good advice, 15 years experience. Carrie, if someone would like a consultation on a potential remodel for their home, how can they learn more about Grand Homes and Renovations?
Well, check out our website at grandhomesiowa.com or give us a call.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
If you're looking to cut calories this year without cutting flavor, then you have to try my Special K oven fried chicken. I'm Whitney with Fairway and Sensible Health. Let's get started. I have 3 really key ingredients in this recipe that make your meal really flavorful, but also keep the calories around 250. So I started with some boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and you want about a pound. And then I've had them filleted very thin, which helps speed up the cooking time. I have some Greek yogurt that I'm gonna marinate my chicken in. And Greek yogurt is so great because it has twice the protein and about half the sugar of regular yogurt, so it helps keep you full with also not a lot of calories. And then we're gonna coat our chicken in some Special K Original. It's not sweet at all, and all it's gonna do is add a nice crunch to the outside of our chicken, so it tastes like it's fried, but it's gonna be fried in the oven. So let's get started with our marinade. We're gonna start with 1 container of Chobani Greek yogurt, a tablespoon or 2 of olive or canola oil. We're gonna put about a tablespoon, or you could go up to 2 tablespoons of grated onion. And we're also gonna grate 2 garlic cloves into our marinade. And then for our seasonings, we're gonna add poultry seasoning, oregano, and salt and pepper. Now cover and marinate this in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours or about up to 4. You don't really want to go all the way overnight with this, but you could go for a pretty long time. I've had my chicken in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, so it's absorbed a lot of those flavors from our marinade. So now it's time to bread our chicken and then oven fry it. So for our breading, we are going to use Special K cereal, and I have it in a resealable bag because I want to crunch this up into smaller pieces. So to the Special K, I'm gonna add some more oregano and some more poultry seasoning, and then just a little bit more salt and pepper. Okay, now that our breading is done, I think it's easiest if I bread my chicken on a plate, but you could just throw your chicken breast in the bag and shake it up until it's all coated. Just add a little bit of oil to your pan so the breading on your chicken stays nice and crispy, and then we can start breading our chicken. With most marinades, when you take the meat out, you want to shake off most of the extra marinade, but with this one, you don't have to. It adds a lot of flavor and a lot of tenderness to the recipe if you actually leave a lot of this Greek yogurt on there, and it doesn't make your product any less crispy in the end. We're gonna bake our chicken in the oven at 375 degrees for about 20 minutes. Since we cut these so thin, they're not gonna take very long. Flip them over after 10 minutes, and then they're gonna be done. If you're trying to stay on track in 2014, then my Special K oven fried chicken is perfect. If you want this recipe or any others, you can visit fairway.com. And remember, the most important ingredient in any recipe is family.
Start off the new year on a high note with the premiere issue of American Link magazine. American Link is a digital magazine that inspires readers with food, home, fashion, and travel articles, plus profiles of made-in-America businesses that embody the American spirit. This month, we feature craftsmen from across the country in our Furniture Finds article. From North Carolina to right here in Iowa, these craftsmen create bedroom sets, dressers, entertainment centers, and more. American Link proudly showcases those who make a commitment to growth in our own country. Another main focus this time of the year is health. Start your garden indoors and keep a healthy diet in the new year. These guilt-free desserts are quick, easy, and healthy. From mangoes to chocolate, these desserts are sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. Swipe to view the recipe or follow along with our how-to video. Keep your New Year's resolutions organized with Inspired By. This creative DIY inspiration board allows you to pin your goals and monitor your progress. Have you ever wanted to see where the Declaration of Independence was signed? Discover the rich history of Philadelphia, along with a medley of lodging and entertainment. But don't just take it from us. Check out American Link for yourself. Be sure to explore our free preview on the App Store by searching for the American Link app. Subscribe today and get a free issue with your year subscription. American Link Magazine, your source for American products and coast-to-coast inspiration.
Find us online at dsmliving.com to watch this week's episode, see other videos, and check out what's coming up on future shows.
Hi, I'm Ron the Car Guy from Westside Auto Pros. Here's your trivia question of the week. Stay tuned for the answer when we come back.
No one in Iowa has more fellowship-trained orthopedic specialists than Iowa Ortho. With specialists in 7 areas of expertise, no matter what your aches and pains, Iowa Ortho is ready to help. With services such as MRI, physical therapy, and post-surgical support combined with 17 locations in central Iowa and a walk-in clinic with urgent care for every member of the family, it's no wonder that Iowa Ortho is considered the expert for orthopedic care in Iowa. For the best health care, ask for Iowa Ortho. Visit us at iowaortho.com.
Thousands of people pass by Fountain West Healthcare Center in West Des Moines each day. Why do patients choose to come here? We are experts on providing short-term rehabilitation after surgeries, accidents, and illnesses. Our skilled professionals give hope to those who need physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Patients choose Fountain West because they want to get well and live life to its fullest. If you should need our services, don't let the opportunity pass you by. Choose the rehabilitation services at Fountain West Healthcare Center.
The correct answer is D. Have car questions that need answers? Call Westside Auto Pros at 225-9090.
I'm here with Dave Helland of Helland Construction and one of his recent remodels. Dave, from what I understand, this actually is all pretty much new space and wasn't even in the house before. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
You bet. You're actually standing in the addition right now. The old back wall of the house was right in here. We added about 10 feet on the back side of the house for basement, main floor, and second floor.
Dave, the space in this kitchen is just huge. There's so many things that they can do with the space. Can you tell me a little bit about what their goals were when they were expanding their house?
You bet. It is a beautiful sized kitchen now, but before it was really cramped. The refrigerator doors opened right into a walkway where people were trying to sit at an island. There was just no room for anything, a real tight eating space. So that was the primary problem they had with this house, just not enough space to have people over, to entertain, and have a really quality kitchen.
So you were just mentioning all of this great new space. What amenities have you added to let the homeowners really take advantage of it?
Well, as you mentioned, the first thing is just all this extra space. We've got big wide walkways all the way around. There are no tight spaces now in this kitchen. We added a big island right in the middle, so there's room to sit. There's an extra prep sink, plenty of room to prepare food, very functional. We've got a large sitting area within the kitchen too for entertaining, very handy. Also, to take away from the clutter out on these countertops, we have a beautiful walk-in pantry, and these owners have the coffee maker and toaster and all these other appliances sitting in there to just provide real clean countertop space in the primary kitchen.
So something that I noticed is when you were mentioning that you added onto the house, it looks like the support is kind of blended in seamlessly. Is that what you wanted to accomplish, is just kind of this big open space even into the living room?
That's right, because we did take a wall out there. It used to be closed off, so now this whole main floor area really flows really well for entertaining, having people over, or just daily life. Now that did add some structural challenges. We took out the whole back wall of the house, basement, main floor, and second floor. So a lot of engineering went into it. There's big beams hidden in the ceiling, posts that are hidden within the columns. Did everything we could to make it seem like it was built this way originally.
And it looks really great. It looks totally seamless, like it had been a part of this house all along. Can you tell me some of the other rooms that you've touched on as well?
The owners were unhappy with their access from the garage to the house, needed more garage space, and needed a little office space. So this addition took care of all those needs as well. We added a garage, we have a nice mudroom addition, and a beautiful office right off of the kitchen.
So Dave, upstairs you were telling me about how that open kitchen space allows them to entertain, but I really feel like the entertaining continues down here. Can you tell me about this room?
Yeah, this is actually a great space. They had a pool table, needed more room, so as we expanded the back of the house, the basement got bigger. Now we have room for a pool table and this awesome bar that was salvaged from another site. We modified it to fit this space, and it's just so unique, and a lot of fun is going to happen down here.
And Dave, right now we're on the deck that you've added to this house. It has great views, and if people want to get a hold of you specifically, how can they do that?
Go to my website at hellandconstruction.com, and my contact information is there, and I've also got a lot of video to see.
All right, great. Well, thanks for talking with me.
Thank you.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
Welcome to another segment of Ask Ron the Car Guy. Now, Ron, this is a tough question. It comes from Lori in Clive, and she writes, Dear Ron the Car Guy, you seem like a very smart guy.
Of course.
Yes, and I'm hoping you can help me out with this. My Volkswagen Jetta has 127,000 miles on it. I figure it probably has another 50,000 miles at most, but I can't decide whether to trade it in now or just keep driving it. What do you recommend?
Lori, I can certainly help you with that.
I'm so glad, Ron, because we've all been there. We don't know if we should keep our car or if we should trade it in to get some sort of value out of it.
Well, first off, Melanie, any car built in the last 15 years was designed to go 200,000 or more miles. 300,000 and 400,000 is not uncommon. As a matter of fact, recently on our Westside Auto Pros Facebook page, we had a post on there about a science teacher from Long Island, New York, that was approaching 3 million miles on his 1966 Volvo.
You know, I read that post, 3 million miles. I can't believe it. How did he get that many miles out of it?
You know, some tips to get the 200,000 miles or 500,000 miles are relatively simple. The first thing you want to do is make sure and perform all of the required maintenance.
Okay.
That's the fluids. When they get dirty, change them. Clean fluid will protect those components so they can go 200,000 or 300,000 miles. Make sure that you follow the maintenance on a vehicle, tire rotations, brakes, belts, all the other stuff that's relatively simple and inexpensive to fix, but if you let it go, it costs a lot of money to repair something.
You know, Ron, sometimes that just may seem a little overwhelming, and to me it's just easier maybe to go out and get a new car.
You know, we see that from time to time. A car will come in and it's hit the 100,000 mile high mileage club.
Yes.
And people will look at it and they'll say, you know, it's an older car. I'm not going to go ahead and fix that. Well, if you don't fix it, you'll never get to 200,000 miles.
Ron, thank you. You always have such great advice, and I love it that we're going to save some green. And Lori, that was a great question. So if people have more car care questions, what should they do?
Go to www.askronthecarguy.com. You can submit your questions there.
And if we use your questions on the air, Ron will send you a free 4-pack of oil changes from Westside Auto Pros. You hear that clunking, that fogging, that it just doesn't seem right sound. Well, you might need a new furnace. So we are here at the Home Depot with expert Bob Oliver of Bob Oliver Heating and Air. Bob, can you tell us about this whole process of getting a furnace here at the Home Depot?
Yeah, it's just as easy when you're out shopping at the Home Depot. We have a good selection of heating and cooling here. And it's as easy as just coming into the store. We actually have a 1-800 number, Home Depot, or you can get online and process a lead.
What are the benefits of getting these things at the Home Depot?
Well, the benefits is you really get a lot of consumer financing that you can't get anywhere else. And they're more compliant than a lot of heating companies that are out there to be competing with.
Bob, tell me about your relationship with the Home Depot.
Well, here at Bob Oliver, we actually partner up with the Home Depot to make sure every install is done perfect for every customer. You'll actually come in the store, you'll get a lead number, and then they'll actually have us call you or any customer, and then we'll actually size up the equipment. We'll ask a lot about the things that are important in your home, and then we'll get it installed. And then the benefits are the financing here. They have the best financing out. There's a lot of good deals and rebates going on, especially here at the Urbandale store. They're offering a $50 gift card for every time we come out and we just do an estimate for it.
It just seems like it's just way too easy. So I need a new furnace, or I hear something going on. I come out to the Home Depot, I tell them at the service counter, and then they have you guys call me?
That's exactly right. Yep.
That's pretty easy.
It is easy, and then we'll actually go through the Design Star system to show how we size the equipment and how we go through and make it very economical so you can see all the money you're saving in your total investment. So we're going to put in the address, and then actually we can pull a satellite right over the home. We can see and make sure this is our home, show which facing area it has for the north, south, west. We can actually go through and see a graph on here and then pull in the house's information. We can make sure we have the right square footage that the assessor has. Then we're going to get into what we're looking for. Are we looking for an air conditioner? It could be a heat pump. We could even get into a boiler. Then we're going to take the type of equipment the person has in their home already that's being replaced so we can find out an efficiency level that we've come from and where we're going to. Once we've had our equipment picked out, Then we can come back over and print out a PDF of how much money we're going to save. So now our customer can know that they're saving that much money. Then we can get in and find out, well, what's the system cost? What kind of repairs would have been put towards that? And what kind of tax credits, rebates, or manufacturers' incentives are there to attribute towards the upfront cost? Once we get that, then we know the net system investment. And it really shows you that you're saving money even though you're paying for something. Once we've got all that, we can deliver that to our customer, and then we're able to make a good decision with them. They can sit down and see all the facts that they needed to know to be able to make a good decision in today's economic world.
So it will talk about what the best furnace is for my house.
Correct.
Sounds good. Well, Bob, if people want to get a hold of you, how can they contact you directly?
They can contact us at boboliverheatingandair.com at 277-1696, or just look up your own Home Depot store nearest to your home. You can go on the net or go on the phone.
You guys have just made it so simple. Thanks for that.
All right.
Getting a makeover is always fun, but sometimes having your home get a makeover can be a little more nerve-wracking than saying, let's cut off 10 inches. That's why I love Kaufman Construction. Devin, I know you guys focus on the details, and communication is really essential and extremely important. But another thing that's important is seeing the final finished product, and this looks absolutely incredible. Can you walk me through what the space looked like before and how it functioned compared to what it looks like now and the way it functions?
Well, walking into this room, you wouldn't necessarily notice the difference. We rearranged some walls and to move their closet, a rather small master closet, to the other side of the room, and have a nice walk-in master closet. And then we reconfigured the bathroom so they have a true master suite.
So basically, this was the bathroom here, and the closet was back over there.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, we put the angle in here and actually put the vanity in the bathroom. It was more in the bedroom with a little knee wall here. And then expanded the shower and made it a true master suite.
Well, I love the master suite, and I love the little touches of elegance. And tell me about this beam that we have going here, because this looks kind of trendy for this room here.
Yeah, it had a real, I guess I would say, 80s appearance before. It was rough sawn cedar, and there were several of them throughout the house that we took it down, planed it down, finished it so it has a real nice contemporary look to go with the new facelift of the house.
I love it, but I am so anxious to get to this bathroom. Should we go on in and check it out?
Yeah.
Perfect. Devin, reconfiguring this whole bathroom seems like a very big undertaking. Can you walk me through the process?
Well, it's actually obviously, not a very large space, but we work the details out down to fractions of an inch so that we maximize the space that we have to work with. And we use a CAD program that literally can let you stand in one corner and look to the other corner, so you get a very good comfort with the space.
And I know that you guys have a kind of a client login information on your website, and this allows the client to kind of check out the progress. Can you explain that?
Yeah, it's essentially an online dashboard. The biggest piece of it being the production schedule. Every job that we do, we lay out a production schedule and we put that online for them, but they also can see their drawings anytime they want. Basically all of the pertinent information for the job is available 24/7 and 7 days a week.
Well, you guys did a beautiful job in here. Can you tell me some of your favorite qualities of this bathroom?
Well, I'm a real fan of the particular brand of shower head that we used here. It really gives you a lot of bang for the buck. It's low flow, but yet it has a really nice wide shower pattern that is really comfortable to shower in.
And I think this is so beautiful. It's just, like I said, so elegant in here. How did you decide on using these particular colors? They coordinate so well together.
Well, I go with every client to help them make those selections, and it's oftentimes driven by things that they like.
Well, how do you know when you just get it right? Because I would say, looking at this bathroom, you guys got it right on this job.
By the reaction of the client. When they're smiling, we're smiling too. And Jeff and Dee Dee were certainly smiling when we got done with this project, so it gives us a huge amount of gratification.
Well, if people want to learn more about Kaufman Construction, how can they get a hold of you?
They can check out our website at kaufmanconstruction.com.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
My friends and I have spent hours upon hours going from store to store to store to find that perfect piece of artwork. Well, No more time spent shopping. Now my time is spent at home creating the perfect piece of art for the walls. So today we're going to do something that's really simple and you can put your own style and flair to it. You'll need a canvas and you can use any size of canvas. This is an 8x10 and they come in various sizes at your craft store. And just grab some fabric and probably about a yard or so depending upon what size of canvas you have. What you need to do is you need to just kind of straighten out your fabric, and then you want to pop your canvas on the back, and you want to look so it's about an inch to about an inch and a half around that you're going to cut off. So you need a scissors, and I'm going to grab my ruler and a little bit of chalk to kind of measure up here. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to fold this over the canvas. You can just eyeball it too. And then make sure you have a pretty sharp scissors on hand because sometimes fabric can be a little tough to cut through. And this becomes a little bit tricky at this point because you want to make sure that your fabric is pretty flat and then you want to pull it tight. So I'm going to start on this end over here and I'm just going to take a stapler. You can just use a regular office stapler that you have at home. And then you want to make sure that you pull that and push down pretty hard on the stapler so it goes in the canvas, the back of the canvas there. So I'm going to tuck the corners in here and pull it down and then bring it up. And again, you want to make sure this is as tight as possible. I think we are good to go. But I'm going to put a letter on here and I'm just going to use the pink one and I'm going to throw this natural color M on there. And it's really cute if you have the initials for your kids, put them in your kids' rooms, they will just love that. And they can actually even draw on something like this, or you can even spray paint it too. Make sure you get some hot glue on the back of there. And then I am going to put the M on there. Press it down for a few seconds. And now you have a pretty cool piece of art that you did by yourself. So if you want to check this out again, you can go to dsmliving.com or go to our Facebook page and let us know what you think.
That's our show for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure and join us next week for a brand new show, or go to dsmliving.com and watch more features and previous shows. Find out what's going on in and around Des Moines and all the remodeling projects too.
Host Apparel by Francesca's, located in Jordan Creek Mall in West Des Moines.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines. If you want to see your company or event on DSM Living, head over to our website and fill out a simple form, or shoot us an email to info@dsmliving.com.
Well, then I'm gonna have to go like this.
Chicken.
Okay. Okay. I'm making quite the mess.
This is your audience.
Yeah.
You like that? Yeah. How you doing? Okay.
Okay. grandhomesandrenovations.com.
Sorry, that was a little awkward there.
That was way awkward. That was like first date awkward. Sorry.
So how do you